This is a recording of a live stream that I did 24th of May 2024. I've edited it down from the original, which was a 3-hour stream, 3-hour recording. Got it down to about an hour. I have been editing these videos down, really hacking them down, taking as much out as possible. If I'd done that, it would have been around about 40 minutes. I've left a little bit extra in so that you're going to see every point update on the scoreboard. Hopefully you can also see the price move on the ladder, and therefore it's going to make it, I think, easier to follow for more people. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you prefer this middle of the road format, the really hacked down format, or do you just want to see the 3-hour video and you can work your way through it yourself. So I hope you find something useful. I think there's some decent snippets of info in here, and enjoy the video. Okay, we're more or less on 11:30, so I'm going to start. Let's check that everything's going okay. Got a few signed in. So the delay should be around about 2 to 3 seconds. Got a reasonable internet connection. If this is the first time you've seen one of the streams, it's a really good chance for me to pass on as much information as I can. Just basically witter on explaining what I'm doing, why I'm going to place a trade, why I'm not going to place a trade. Just try and explain everything that I do. I'll try and explain it in advance as well. The purpose of the streams is to hopefully do exactly that, pass on as much information as possible. I appreciate some people will try and trade alongside. Please make sure if you do, use appropriate stakes for your own ability. Okay, so that has gone to 3, which is good. I'll have a look at that one. Did favour over to take this, but did expect it to go to 3. So only a couple of days before the French Open starts, so you need to be careful. You never really know who's interested in the back end of the tournaments the week before. French Open starts on Sunday. Not been that bad this week, but yesterday definitely signs of players more interested in next week than this week. French Open, like the other slams, they've got so many more ranking points available, bigger paychecks as well. Some of them, if they can get through one round in one of the slams, that can be definitely the biggest paycheck they've had all year. And for some of them, it can be equal to everything they've earned the rest of the year. So you can see why they want to be there. So we've got semi-final starting in Rabat. That's due at 12 o'clock. So just time to have a look at this third set. This is a quarter-final carried over from yesterday. Rain delays yesterday. Streams are recorded. You can see previous streams on both Tennis Profits and the TradeShark sites. Trading tips, supervisors, subscribers, idiot. Trading tips, subscribers also get access to them. They can see the previous streams on the subscribers only page. Hi Darren, I was actually out by the end of the first set. I did lay Vondrasova when she served for it the first time, and I'd done a few pissing about bits up to that stage. Vondrasova early on looked like she wasn't interested at all. She went love 4 down. Did have a position on Kalinina. I hope she was just going to take the first set and then Vondrasova. I thought she would have to retire. She was playing so badly. I thought if she doesn't retire, she's in danger of being investigated for throwing the match. And pretty much just as I thought that, she started a comeback and won 7 of the next 8 games. You see from the stats, not being a quality match to say the least. Vondrasova 7 double faults, 59% first serves in. 58% points, 1 on first serve, 39% on second serve. Broken 5 times from 9 break points. Kalinina 2 double faults, 59% first serve percentage, 55% points, 1 on first serve. Done a bit better on second serve than Vondrasova, 47% points, 1. Broken 5 times from 15 break points. Vondrasova in blue on the graphs. The graphs are from Tennis Profits. See how the first serves have progressed. Fairly consistent for Kalinin. First serve ratings consistently poor. Both of them increased the first serve points 1 in that second set. So they're actually pretty neck and neck in most things. Not that much between them in the stats. Now WTA, a player that's broken in the third set gets broken back. It's 52% of the time. But obviously we need the price to be decent, and often if it's a break in the first game, the price isn't that great. But I did think Vondrousova was going to win the match. If I still had a gun in my head, I would say that she was going to take it. I think I'd rather have a gun on my head than put a bet on it. Can always dodge a bullet. Let's say there's extra factors in this one. They've got to play another match today if they get through. Semi-final, that is going to knacker their energy levels. They have got time to recover before the first match of the French Open, but it's not an ideal way to start a Grand Slam. Prepare for a Grand Slam. I'd say if one of the players is a break-up a little bit later in the set, worth a lay. Not fancying the prices at the minute. Still feel like I've forgotten something. Don't know if anybody else has seen the same thing with Bet365 this morning. It does keep freezing up even on the smaller video. So whoever does get through will not only be playing 2 matches, but they'll have obviously played 3 sets in this one. See there how they started in the first set. Feels quite similar. Double fault. Maybe Vondrousova's happy with the workout today. Doesn't want another one. You never know. Said the same in the first set. Quite often, if you've got some profit going into the back end of later sets, it can keep your liability down. In this case, I'll only be laying a relatively small amount if she gets the break. So I'll risk a little bit of the profit just in case it's another big comeback. My gut feeling is Vondrousova doesn't want to know. I said that about 2 hours ago. She rattled off 5 games in a row. Was broken serving for the first set. Immediately broke Kalinin yet again. Take the set. Doing the second. So she was 4-1 up in the second. Almost lost the lead. She faced 3 break points when she was serving for the set. So the big question is Vondrousova still interested? Knowing my luck, no, she's not. Exactly the same sort of body language that she showed early on in the first set. I would have kicked myself if she did make another comeback when she's done the same to varying degrees in the last 2 sets. Back to juice though. Come on, bit of luck. No chance. Oh, a bit of pressure in that one. Oh, wrote her off too quickly. Got greedy waiting for the break. Just looking at Vondrousova's serve stats for the set. She only served 2 games, obviously. Broken in both. Even if she does get the break, I'm not sure I'd trust her to hold serve. She could have missed a chance here, though. Well, I'm hoping for the break before I green up. Probably would be wiser to green up now. Where's the fun in that? Another break point missed. Not sure what you mean by that one. Okay, let's guarantee that she breaks. Hedge it now. Oh, actually, yeah, I've just read it again. I do understand what you mean there. Yeah, we have talked about doing that. No, I certainly wouldn't be trusting Vondrousova to hold in the next game. She's going to break here, isn't she? Because I've gone out. There you go. Tell you, they're all bastards. I would say after this one it's going to be, I think Stearns is first in Rabat, and then perhaps Keys after that. Certainly the scheduled times, that should fit in quite nicely. The notes for those matches should be in the description to the video. Well, she made obviously a good comeback in the first, almost completed a good comeback in the second. Don't expect it every time. Very hard to trust her in this set. So, oh, sorry, who asked about? Yeah, we are doing the Tomova match. She's playing Stearns. I thought she was in the second one. Stearns had a decent comeback yesterday. Love 5 down in the third against the defending champion. Well, a masterful exit from me at breakpoint. Double fault. 5 double faults in the set. 12 in the match. It's not good. No, it's the Geeks toy that I use. Okay, I'm just keeping one eye on the Stearns match. Should have been braver there. It was a no risk late. She did miss a few chances before she actually got the break, and definitely didn't fancy staying in anyway if I'd stayed in for the break the way she'd been serving. Okay, I'm going to move over to Rabat. Been some tricky matches in this tournament this week. Okay, looks like Stern's going to be serving first. Notes for this are in the description to the video. I can find them. Played once before. Stearns won that in August 2023 on a hard court, straight sets. Claiming percentages in the last year, another typo, are close, but favour Stearns. She reached the quarterfinals last season, needed 3 sets against Krunic in the first round. Easy win over Wong in the second. As I said a few minutes ago, in the quarterfinals she was love 5 down in the third set against Brunzetti. Won the next 7 games. Challenger quarterfinal last week. Challenger quarterfinal in May. Third round at the French Open. Tomova, easy win in the first round. 2 sets win over Yafan Wong in the second round. Beat Siegmund in 2 sets in the quarterfinal. Siegmund did not have her best match ever. Pretty poor on serve. Tomova reached the Challenger second round last week. Second round in Charleston. Challenger quarterfinals in September and July. Second round in Strasbourg last year. 12-month stats favour Tomova on serve, Stearns on return. 3-month stats pretty close. Stats for the tournament actually favour Tomova. I've actually given Stearns just a slight edge based on recent performances. Looking to back her around about 2.2 to 2.3. Liability out at 1.65. Decent chance of 3 sets. Price is more or less the same as when I wrote that. So let's see what we get. Probably going to be a few swings in this one. Liquidity pretty low pre-match. Sure, that will improve as the match goes on. Stearns broken in her first service game on clay 35% of the time in the last year and 28% of the time on all surfaces. I don't think it's a fashion statement. So the short answer would be yes. Apologies for the sarcasm. Just comes naturally. Okay, here we go. Because I'm waiting for a better price, gives us a chance to make sure people are interested in the match. That the liquidity increases steadily. Really should be pretty close. Catalania just broken again. She'll serve at 5-2. Going to try and use the bigger match screen. Okay, plenty of money coming in after each point, so liquidity will be fine. He's only had one first serve Stearns, assuming Dennis 24's stats are accurate, which they're usually not at the start of the set. He's got 3 match points. Serves it out to Love. And he just can't get through this one. Hasn't faced a break point yet. Doing well to get through without facing one though. Still can't get through. Oh, come on. Been all day. She's got to face a break point. Surely. Oh, there you go. Right on cue. Starts for the tournament favourite, Tomova. I just felt she'd had a slightly easier ride. Okay. Let's try a little back. So really I'm slightly going against the stats, favouring Stearns. If it's anything like yesterday, anything can happen. Tomova has a better record in her first service game of the match. Be nice if that doesn't continue today. Would have been nice to see a little bit of pressure in this one. When you don't see any, you start thinking you're on the wrong side. So, money where my mouth is. Let's just add a little bit with a lay to Tomova. Obviously, if Stern struggles in this game, may not stay in too long. Just have a bit of a rethink. She did have chances to hold in the last one. Come on, keep going. Can she close it out easier than the last one? She can. Good job. If she'd been broken, well, definitely if she'd been broken in that last game, I would probably have exited. Don't want the red to get too big. So we've still got a reasonable chance of getting it back. Definitely aware that I've gone against the stats a little bit, which I don't like to do. I just felt that recent performances were a little bit better for Stearns. Obviously, I thought she may feel that after a comeback in the last round that it was her week. Not often they'll come back from love 5 in the third. And I felt that Tomova's match with Siegmund flattered her a little bit. Siegmund was terrible, absolutely awful on serve. But with the French Open just around the corner, a few days away, can never be certain who's motivated. Okay, let's see if she can do a better job against this serve. Hold to love, sometimes a hold to 15 can put a little bit of pressure on your opponent. Somehow a very easy first service game. Okay, that's nice. Take a bit out just in case she cooks it up. Break even now, 158 on Tomova. Awesome. Very different service game. Okay, let's take most of it out. Could obviously take all the liability out there. I'm just a little bit lazy. I use the swines. Thought I was going to get matched. I use the stake buttons and just tidy it up if I need to. Come on, I'm going any further. She's going to get that first point. Oh, I would only have got matched if she got the first point, which she didn't anyway. Well, it seems I am going higher to get the liability out. So what we're doing, one good service game, then one crap one. %65% first serves in for Stearns, 57% points won on first serve, 38% on second. 38% is a little below average, but not terrible on second serve, as long as the first serve percentage is reasonable. 57% first serve points won. We'll need to improve. Would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Too easy. Now, if the pattern continues, Tomova's due an easy service game, so I'm not going to put too much in. No real pattern to the match so far. Break even 143 on Tomova's ladder. She's got a bit of work to do to get it down there. So I did expect it to be tight anyway. Stats, strictly speaking, favour Tomova. Recent performances I felt were a little better for Stearns. So hopefully they're not having a pattern of one good one, one bad service game. Could do with another bad one from Tomova. When you are expecting a match to be close and potentially go to 3 sets, there's really no way of accurately knowing who's going to take the first set. Tiny bit of pressure here. Can she keep going? She can. Lovely. Now, because I didn't put much in, you always wish that you'd put more in when you get to this situation. Not that she's guaranteed to break. If she does break, I'm going to try and give her a chance to hold in the next game. Very nice. So I've only got 58 liability, so that's 143 on Tomova's ladder. Stearns has just gone back to market favourite, so let's give her a chance to hold. The stats aren't great. She has had one decent service game. In her first service game, she had plenty of chances to hold. Blew them all. 3 from 8 on second serve. Takes that one though. Obviously a hold to love would have been nice. Toying with the idea of hedging. Really do want to give a chance to hold here. Looks like that's a bad idea. Come on, find a couple of serves. I say serve stats aren't great, so may get lucky. Game point. Not doing well on game points. So I was 1 point away from where I would exit. If she does hold, I will be just hedging, taking some profit into the second set. She could have cocked it up. Second serve. %, points won on second serve, above average. Come on. What about an ace? Try an ace. Done it again. Do tend to get out at exactly the wrong moment, just before things turn the way I wanted them originally. Getting a little bit better at it, but not a lot. Looks like I've got it wrong again. I'm over getting upset by the crowd. It's a good sign. But it would be if I was still in. Yeah, Stern's just not doing well in tight service games, closing it out. Similar story to the first game. I'm over. Good first service game, broken in the last two. Her stats are pretty bad. 36% points won on first serve, 33 on second. She could be about to go break up for the third time. And as you get into the second half of the set, the market gets a little more volatile. Jesus, this is going to be a 5-hour match. Quite a lot of the serve stats since they switched on to clay have been pretty poor. In fact, piss poor, most of them. It's hard to pick one of them to trust in this one. Third break point. Oh, for Christ's sake. Would have had time to go get some lunch. Break point number 4, please. Even the stream's given up. Coming in with Tomova's serve stats. Really should be trying a lay. Don't really want to put too much in. I'll go with that. 50 quid liability. So green down to 129 on Tomova. Certainly a holder serve isn't going to take her anywhere near that. And there has to be a chance. She's been broken in her last 2 service games. 36% first serve points won, 33% on second serve. Face 2 break points. Both of them were taken. 5 breaks so far. And breaks in the last 4 games. So I've got to feel there's a chance of a break back. Another one. She's broken back twice already. The way WTA is, she'll probably hold this to love or 15. Couple of aces. Come on, be kind. Be kind. Forced error. Don't have an easy service hold. Ouch. A few more of those would be good. Not needed many second serves. 2 from 4 now. And the trouble is when they're not serving well, it would be very difficult to stay in should Tomova hold here. So I wouldn't be confident of a Stearns hold in the next game. Come on. 2 more. Oh no. See, she's going to hold. There is a pattern that if you get a run of breaks, we've had 4 breaks in a row, if one player holds, the other player usually does as well. Not sure how much I trust that pattern in this match. Tomova gets this one. Not there yet. Greedy or hedge? Greedy or hedge? Daddy or chips? Greedy. Chips. Nice. Hedge that, take it into set 2. Market could go a bit nuts from here. Or because they were roundabout evens, I really wouldn't want to be entering on either player. Be nice if you got it right. It's a quick way to lose your profit if you're wrong. Is it going to be 6 breaks in a row? So stats are bad for Stearns. Not quite as bad as Tomova. Wow. Now if Tomova does break, I would probably feel like I should be laying with her serving for the set. It should add extra pressure. I am going to stay out. Just take the profit into set 2. So you pretty much guarantee that she would be broken serving for the set if she gets there, as she has. Not an amazing price to lay. Sit on my hands. Hopefully don't regret it. I won't regret it because we've got some profit to take into set 2. Keep the liability down. And if Tomova does hold here, Stearns is going to serve first in set 2. And well, they've both been broken in the last 3 service games. Probably due a hold. It's going to be a tie break. Actually getting worse. Could it have been a good call? An inspired choice. Nope, not yet. She's improved her second serve stats to 44% now. Still facing a break point. See these two in the French Open final. As ball kids. Broken again. Not an inspired prediction. So the question is, if Stearns gets broken here, do I lay Tomova again? It'd be nice if Stearns could hold, as I predicted that she'd win. Not got many of the WTA right yesterday. Some nice trades, but not many predicted winners. Yeah, I really wanted to take some profit into set 2. It does look like a lay of the set winner is going to be a reasonable plan, and if I can keep it low liability or even liability free, take some of the pressure out. Whilst I see what you mean about leaving a free bet, you've still got to be right, and because they're roundabout evens, they're reasonably evenly priced, you could lose a fair bit of your profit that way if you get it wrong. I mean, I can't predict which way this one's going at the minute, whereas I think the profit being used in set 2 probably get more value out of it. I'm going to lay the set 1 winner. It still might end up in 2 sets, but the way it's gone, you've got to think there's a chance of it. Can never know for certain, obviously, without a crystal ball, which I do have. It just doesn't work. Decorative purposes only. There's a hold. Now let's see if the pattern does continue. Well, no, not continue. The pattern is, if you get a run of breaks, as we have had 7 in a row, and then you get one player holds, even though it seems really, really unlikely, usually the other player also holds. I can't explain it, but it's surprising how often it happens. There's no reason why that pattern should happen, especially the way Tomova's been serving. But then Stearns has been pretty crap as well. Yeah, you see, you can't always guess which way it's going to go. And towards the end of the set, a break and a hold can move it quite a way against you. So tennis 24 giving us tiebreak records, just in case it goes to tiebreak. Both haven't played too many. Let's have a look on all surfaces. Slight edge to Stearns. 52% of tiebreaks won. 45% for Tomova. That's on all surfaces in the last year. Surely Tomova can't hold here. Get the hold. It's the nearest she's been for a while. Really is a weird one. The nearest thing I could come up with for an explanation is that the player who finally gets the hold then relaxes and is not as desperate to break in the next game. She's not there yet. Weird. It is weird. Tiebreak. But who would have been brave enough to back them over on serve in that game? That'd be mad. Sure he'll be happy with the serve performance today. This set is still anybody's. Tomova will be serving first in set 2. Stearns served the first point in the tiebreak. So if Tomova does take the tiebreak, I will be laying her at the start of set 2. If Stearns takes the tiebreak, I'll be waiting for Tomova to have her service game before laying Stearns. I did favour Stearns pre-match. As I said earlier, the stats were actually in favour of Tomova. It always looked like being a close one. That certainly proved to be the case. Didn't expect it to be quite as low quality as it has been. Tomova's improved her serve stats. She's now up in the 40% for both first and second serve. As is Stearns, she's got a slight lead in the stats. Better first serve percentage. She's faced more break points though. Both of them broken 4 times. You can obviously use any profit from this set to keep your liability, well, to keep it liability free if you want to. Obviously means you're going to be laying with less. If you want to leave yourself a little bit of liability, let's you put a bigger stake in on the lay. I prefer to be risk free in set 2. 2 set points. 1 set point. That's a big point. Okay, set point. Again. Okay, as I said, prefer to be risk-free in this second set. Take a quick loo break, back in a sec. Yay! Well, decidedly average serve stats for both. Biggest differences, better first serve percentage for Stearns and fewer break points based for Tomova. Other than that, pretty even. Couple of double faults each. So looking at that, you've got to think there's a chance of a break. Surely to God. But you never know. Stearns could be so peed off to lose that set. She might give up in this one. She'll think she's played so well today she can get to the quarterfinals of the French. Maybe even semis. Okay, Tomova's doing well. Already won a point on first serve. God knows what Tennis 24 do at the start of sets. Okay, I've got 3 ticks already. Tomova must be relieved to get the set. There's a chance her intensity is going to drop even more. Be amazed if there isn't a break, but very difficult to predict what women are going to be doing at the best of times. Never mind when they've got a racket in their hand. Okay, set 2. Now then, is Keys on soon? Keys starts soon. I'm thinking if she's going to hold here, I don't want to stay in on Stearns. I may switch over to the Keys match. Absolutely no way I would stay in. Well, after this game anyway, because you just can't rely on either, I'm told. Like Tomova might in this one. Don't particularly want to give half the profit away. Go on, give us a juice. Didn't realise it was nearly 1:30. That's a juice. Come on. One whole tick of profit. Come on. No messing. First time. Let's have a break. It's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to bloody happen. Oop. Should have taken it. Should have taken it. Yeah. Okay, let's hang on to most of that profit and we'll switch over to Keys. Certainly don't trust Stearns. It could well be. It's very often the second set is completely different to the first. With these stats, I just don't see that they're all going to be hitting aces, etc. So we're done on that one. And just got time to have a look at... Oh, it's not raining, is it? Uh-oh. Unless she's on after doubles. Oh no, she's there. Stupid. Oh, it is raining. Bit of rain, don't bother them. Okay, I think I also put the notes for this one in the description. Okay, Keys won the toss. She's going to serve. Keys leads the head-to-heads 3-1. Most recent April this year on clay. Keys in 2 sets. She went on hard in 2023 and 2022. Samsonova won on grass in 2021. In a 3rd set tiebreak. Clay win percentage is better for Keys. Keys beat Wong in 2 sets in the 2nd round. 2 sets win over Lynette in the quarterfinals. She reached the quarterfinals in Rome, semis in Madrid. 2nd round at the French Open. Samsonova beat Krejcikova in 3 sets in the 1st round. 3 sets win over Fernandez in the 2nd round. And then a straight sets win over Haddad Maia, who really had a chances to recover in the 1st set, was awful in the 2nd set. Don't think she won a game in the 2nd set. Samsonova reached the 2nd round at the French Open as well. 12-month stats pretty even, slight edge to Keys overall. 3-month stats also favour her. Looking to back Keys around 2.2, remove the liability at 1.65, and there is a chance of 3 sets. Stearns has also held. Keys doesn't normally play this week, the week before the French Open. I'm not really sure why she would play unless she felt she needed some matches to finish off the preparation for the French. Okay, this is going to be the last match of the stream. For tennis tips subscribers, if I have time after the stream to do Kalaninia Collins, the write-up for that one, I will do. Just a gut feeling there is that Collins is going to be fresher when Kalaninia's played a match already. 3-setter as well. Collins at the moment 126 for that match. Right, never mind that one. This is what we're on now. Oh, Stern's got the break. God damn it. No patience. Okay, here we go. Keys to serve. Chance of 3 sets. So Keys, I think, hasn't lost a set this week. Samson over 3 sets in the first 2 rounds. Okay, it was looking like an easy hold. 40 love to 40-30. Stearns holds to 15. Okay, Keys gets through. In the last round, Samsonova took an early lead against Haddad Meyer. Really should have been broken back. Don't think she faced any break points in the first half of the set, but towards the end, Meyer definitely had chances. Didn't take him, and then totally rolled over in the second set. Samsonova holds to love. Tennis is weird. Does very often happen. Second set's completely different to the first. First break point. Now I'd rather have had a better price to back Keys as I favour her to win. I do think it's got the potential to be close, so I will place a lay on her if she gets the break. I do often like to get in at break point in case the server recovers, because I do quite strongly favour Keys to win. I'd rather lay her after the break. Which just happened. Come on, surely somebody's daft enough to back at 1.3. There we go. Yeah, almost. Not a lot of pressure in that one. See how Samsonova does in this next game. Should have stayed with Stern. She's 4-2 up now. Now, if Samsonova struggles in the next service game, I'm not going to stay in too long. I'll just hang around to see if there's any signs of improvement from her. And really, I'd be looking for if she improves in the set enough that it's worth laying, assuming Keys takes the set. See if it's worth laying Keys in set 2. Okay, Samsonova only got half her first serves in. only lost 1 point on first serve, didn't win a point on second. So obviously needs to improve on that. I said I would much rather have been backing Keys at a higher price. Second serve, hasn't won one yet. And still hasn't. I'll keep an eye on the Sterns. Normally I try and keep, I've been trying to keep these streams to about 2.5 hours, but this one I end up bailing. Could be worth looking at the third set in the Sterns one. Not liking this one so far. So I've jumped out, don't want the red to get too big. And we'll just see if Samsonova can find a serve. That could be a no. Wow, that's nice and close. Thought this would be a better standard match. Quality match. 4th and 5th seeds, both top 20 players. Players often relax when they're a double break up. Stearns has got a break point for a 5-2 lead. I think we'll switch over there. She's taken that, so they're close to a third set. This one's close to a bagel. That was a complete waste of time. Okay, musical chairs. So in this set, Tomova faced that break point in the first game. Easy hold for Stearns, Tomova then broken. Of course, easy hold for Stearns, easy hold for Tomova, easy hold for Stearns. And a second break for Stearns. Stats. Wow, significantly better for Stearns in that one. An improvement as well for Tomova, who was 45% near enough on both first serve points 1 and second serve points 1. 48 and 47 for Stearns. Stearns has lost 1 point on first serve, 1 point on second. So they've just corrected that to 2 because she's serving now. 52% first serves in for Tomova. Normally 40% of points won on second serve is only just below average, but because the first serve percentage is so low, it means she's relying more on the second serve, and that's just not good enough. 63% points won on first serve is okay. Stern's going to keep that going in a third, assuming she gets there. Not there yet. Okay, so even though I said Keys was going to be the last match, this is now going to be the last match. I was trying to keep the streams to 2.5 hours. I think I've managed it the last couple of weeks. Just makes it quite a long video for people to watch on the recording. Stern started the match 1.75. She's going to be about that. She takes this game. Got a bit of work to do. Gets broken. Stern's usually pretty good serving out. Missed it that time. No guarantee Stearns is going to take the set. Samsonova wins a game. Why did I leave this match? Any pressure on Stearns now. Broken to 30. Last time she served for the set. Doesn't now have the cushion of the double break. More pressure. Now there is a pattern that if a player gets broken serving for the set and then earns the right to serve for the set again, they do a much better job. This isn't the case here. She was a double break up, cocked it up the first time, she hasn't then broken some over to earn the right to serve for the set again. So no guarantee she's going to do any better this time. Slightly tempted to put a free bet on them over, resisted. So it'll be quite a price move against if Stearns holds. Keys takes the set 6-1. The stats have dropped off last couple of games. Very impressive when she was 5-2. Free bet on over would be looking okay now. Looks like she's broken. I'm going to try a little late. Reason being, when a player's been behind for pretty much all these set, and she was a double break behind, when they get back level, it's a switch of mindset. They're now not trying to catch up. They think, I can win this now. Puts a little bit more pressure on them, and they often get broken again. Straight back. So let's see if that happens. See if I can give a bit more of my profit away. She's going to hold easily, isn't she? Swine. Don't do it. Come on, Stearns. Don't bottle it now. If the over does hold, I should just put it off after the first set, shouldn't I? Stearns has obviously been broken in the last two service games, so I'd much rather Stearns gets the break. Obviously, if Stearns does get the break, it would allow me to stay in on her. Ah, you bugger. Thought she had that one. To serve out the set, which isn't going to happen now. Looks like they got rain in Strasbourg. Match has stopped. Should I take the 4 ticks profit? Probably. Come on, double fault, please. One of your finest double faults, please. Ooh, that'll do. That'll double fault, but that'll do. So you did me out of a double fault there. We'll have it now, please. Stick it in the bag. Don't do it. So she's had a chance. Will she get another? Should I again take the 4 ticks profit? 9 of 19, which actually isn't bad. Second serve. On this time. Don't take my profit off me, please. Second serve, I think. Double fault this time. You owe me. Wow, there you go. Actually, I'm going to take that profit. I'll take it into a third. She's been broken in the last 2 service games. This will be her third time serving for the set. Although this time she's earned the right to serve for it by getting the break. So in theory, should do better. Can't do any worse, can she? The last 2 attempts. Broken to 30 each time. She might actually get to 40 this time. So the stats have levelled out a little bit more. Still a lead for Stearns, but nothing like the lead she had. So can she hold this time? Or is it going to be another tie break? From 11 on second serve in the set, which is still just about average, a little bit above. 2 set points. And takes it. Now, even though I was going to trade the third, I'm actually ready for a break. It's nearly 3 hours, so I am going to end the stream there. I would say on momentum, Stern should take it, but third set's really difficult to predict, so it'd be a matter of sitting around waiting for a break and a decent price to lay. So I'll get the recordings up on the site probably by tomorrow, and I will see you on the next one.